Hi, Kim from inspiredtosing.com here, and today I wanted to talk to you about a very popular topic, which is dealing with criticism as a singer. Now, we can't avoid criticism, just the nature of what we do, the performing on stage and recording music and putting it out into the world. It means that we're going to get people that love our music and people that aren't quite so much of a fan of what we do. So we can't hide away from it. We can't avoid it, unfortunately. But it is great to remind yourself that all criticism is subjective. So it's really the opinion of the person who is criticizing you. You're going to, as I said, have people that love your voice as it is, and then you're going to have people that want it to be something that it just isn't, or something different from what you're presenting at that moment. So I just wanted to talk about a few things that I would love for you to do, or at least think about the next time that you receive some criticism. The first thing is allow yourself to feel it. I think a lot of the time we try to kind of ignore it and we bury it down and say, I don't even really care. And that would be amazing if we didn't care. I mean, if anybody invents that pill, everyone's going to be taking it. But we do care. We do get hurt by these kind of things. Singing is a really vulnerable activity, and it's really personal to us as well. Our voice is our own, and nobody else has the same voice. So we take it really personally. So I just want you to think next time that you are hit with criticism, how can I process this? How can I actually allow myself to feel hurt, to feel angry, to feel whatever it is? And just give yourself the day. Give yourself only a day to really wallow in it, do what you need to do. Maybe you eat an entire tub of ice cream and you binge watch something on television, whatever it is, but allow yourself to feel and process those negative emotions. The second thing is that I want you to really start to ask yourself, is the criticism constructive? So there are two types of criticism, useful and not so useful. And I want you to really start to pull apart the feedback that you get from people and categorize it into those two areas. So something that would be characterized as constructive criticism is something that you can do something about. So maybe somebody says that your voice is actually a little bit breathy, or that you're straining on the high notes. That feedback is really useful for you because it highlights areas where you might actually want to work on those skills to improve the quality of your voice. If it's something that somebody says to you, I hate your voice, it sucks, that's not constructive because they haven't told you what about your voice they would like to see you change in order for them to characterize it as something that they like to listen to. As I said, everything is subjective, so you might not decide to take on even the constructive type of criticism, but it is worth figuring out what type it is and whether or not you want to take that on board and use it to improve your craft. And the third thing is that you really want to ask yourself, is that person worth taking advice from or worth taking feedback and criticism from? So Brené Brown has a fantastic quote that I will paraphrase. If you're not in the arena also getting your ass kicked, then I'm not interested in your feedback. And I kind of love this because we too often just take on board all of this criticism or all of these opinions from people, and a lot of them are not doing what we do. Singers, get up and they put themselves out there. They're, as I said, very vulnerable. It takes a lot of courage to, work on your voice and practice and then get on stage and actually perform it in front of people, or just, performing in front of one person in your living room takes a lot of guts. So is the person that is giving you the criticism a performer? Are they a singer? Have they done this? Are they brave enough to actually put themselves out there in this way? Or, as tends to happen on places like YouTube, are they hiding behind a screen name and they're just, throwing all of this awful kind of hater type speech at you? So really start to question, is the criticism constructive? Is this person somebody that I actually want to take feedback on board from? And allow yourself to actually process and feel all the emotions surrounding it. I get so many stories from people that are heartbroken because they've received criticism, and I feel for you. I hate receiving it myself, but it's really all about getting hit. So feeling that sense of failure, even though, as I said, it's very subjective, it's all opinions. and then letting yourself feel it and getting up again. It's so important. Everyone asks me, how do I become a more confident singer? It's so important to fall flat on your face, get up again, build that resilience, and then just do it over and over and over again. And that's where you build that kind of courage, that resilience, that confidence muscle. You just keep using it and you keep getting quicker and quicker at bouncing back from that kind of criticism. So I would love to hear from you guys. Do you have any wisdom, any tricks that you use to cope better with criticism? How do you feel about it? What do you think about when it happens? How do you respond to it? And as always, leave any questions or feedback from me. I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.